at Carter Finley Stadium in Raleigh, North Carolina. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. It's the Florida State Seminoles and the NC State Wolfpack. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Thanks, guys. Checking in with the Seminoles head coach before the game. This is what he had hoped for and is excited that it is playing out right before our very eyes. Bringing this running back in the transfer portal, he knew that he could be someone to make an impact, but he didn't know how much. And here he is, highly productive, really starting to lean on that offensive line and gain some chemistry with the other guys on the team. We're seeing this offense come alive, and they've got to do it again here today. I'll keep you posted on how things start here in the game in the first quarter and how this chemistry is showing up big time for this team. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Wolfpack offense comes out to get things started in this one. And there he is, this senior wide receiver. He's a good route runner, good solid hands, and a big part of this passing attack.
And there was times during the week where we were texting. We have a group text for these games every single week. And we talk about different guys. And this receiver, we were like, is the tape in fast motion? Like, this dude is flying out wide. Like, this is a guy that legit has that take the top off the defense speed, elite speed. Palmer, this is a guy that defenses, and talking to the coaches, they are extremely worried about.
Yeah, the D coordinator in this game told us he just hasn't slept much this week, knowing how fast this guy is and just how he can score any given play. And they've got to do a really good job in this one communicating, understanding where he is, but making sure there is at least one safety playing deep, because you know this guy is going to get his opportunities deep down the field.
Over to the right side, that's Wilson. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position that can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
3rd and 6, and they'll need a big play here on this opening drive. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires one high and deep. He's got it way down the field. Just gashing this defense, a big gainer to the 40-yard line.
And this offense talked about coming into the game, creating those explosive plays, being great on 3rd down. Check, check. Both of those plays happen on the first drive, and they come through already in a great rhythm to start this football game.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They'll go right back to him. Got enough for the first. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Really put an offensive possession together here that's fun to watch. Like, it's fun to watch them own the line of scrimmage, be physical. In this area of the field, this is what they call the fringe, right outside the red zone. It's kind of your last opportunity to take shots, take advantage of the extended space on the field before you get cramped in the red zone. So I look for this offense to be aggressive.
Running inside, it's Scott. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Finds his big tight end. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolfpack! Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Seminoles offense, who will go to work for the first time in this one. Frankly, they've been looking forward to this matchup all week. The coaching staff imploring him to go after this guy. Inside, it's Coleman. Got enough for the first. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. Seminoles have always been known for explosive, flashy, big plays, but think of guys like Dalvin Cook and the toughness that he ran with. That's on display here.
And then those guys that I think of, too, with work done, where you hand them the football and big plays can happen, and offenses have been built around that for years at Florida State, finding that guy to hand the ball to.
Williams got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
I want to make sure I know where the playmakers are. And I can't let guys like this guy slip out of the backfield and make big plays against me. Good job being aware that they can throw the ball to the running back, closing space and getting that fast dude on the ground.
The Wolfpack faithful screaming at the top of their lungs, desperate for a third down stop. Here's Williams. They've got the screen set up across the 45. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Invite that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch, make the run, get the first down.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Williams got away from trouble and got rid of it. Hauls it in. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first.
Coaches always tell their quarterbacks, you can't go broke taking a profit. You can't always hit posts and bombs deep down the field. If the coverage takes away throws downfield, just take what's underneath and let your...
Snags it, and he's open. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. The Seminoles come to the line with a new set of downs. Out of the gun, the give to the back. Makes it past the marker. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. Now on 1st and goal as they try to answer that opener with a touchdown of their own. Throwing, Williams, using his legs to buy some time. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Florida State. Having a playmaker like that can get the offense out of just about any situation.
There ain't no doubt. He can roll right, he can roll left, he can do whatever he wants and buy time and throw the football, but you have to defend everything. You have to defend pass, you have to defend run, and you have to defend plays that aren't even called. So good luck stopping this cat.
And the extra point is good. He'll bring it out. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. NC State heads out, gearing up to go on the attack. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
And nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly, understanding the big fella's open. And the big fella, I don't mean an offensive lineman anymore. That's what tight ends used to be, is just an extension of the O-line. These guys are now extensions at receiver. They can make big plays, get him the ball, run after the catch.
Wide receiver going in motion. Looking for space. It's Scott. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
The Wolfpack put themselves in a hole here on second down. Looking to fire. Unleashes one. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
On third down, he drops to throw. Got it set up on the outside. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. They'll field this one in tight quarters. They stop him immediately, flying down the field, and get to him before he can even get started. The Seminoles offense comes out ready to get this drive started. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking.
Breaks into the open. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Here's Williams to throw. Fires to the big fella. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. Looks as if it's the junior linebacker who's still down on the play, and Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on his condition. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Third down from the gun, Williams. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Noles decide to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. He got a little antsy at the line of scrimmage, and they'll move him back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Just a little too eager there, and they'll back up 5, and it's 1st and 15. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. He'll set up to throw. Flips it out to the back. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He didn't that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field making the nice tackle.
And they're trying to dig out of the hole on 2nd and long from the 9. The RPO, it's complete. And the defense drags him down. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. They'll move the wide receiver. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Takes a hit as he fires. A strike downfield. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Early in the game as a DB, I'm settling in. It's okay if I give up 4, 6, 7 yards. I'm just trying to get settled in, gauge the speed, and then later on, I can adjust to the speed of the game.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught. He'll work his way down to the 28.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Wide open downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
When you get man-to-man coverage and you're running that curl, I got to sell him deep. I got to get a little bit of space where I can make him think I'm running deep, and then I sit down real quick. QB, wide receiver on the same page. 1st down.
The Wolfpack will have 1st and 10. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Makes the catch. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
And he had no option on that one. Defense ready for anything, and they stop him right at the line of scrimmage. NC State will line up with a 1st and goal. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. And they've moved their way down, but still they need 2 more yards. Can they bang it in with the running game on 3rd down? Barges ahead. Did not get an inch. This defense digging in, and it's 4th and goal. And as they come to the line of scrimmage, they're passing on the field goal. But look, worst case scenario, you don't get it here, they're backed up in their own end. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Nice job by the defense on 4th down, bowing up, getting physical, stopping the run, shutting down that 4th down play. Really good job by this defense.
They are pinned deep in their own territory. They'll snap it from their own 4 to start the drive. That hole closed quickly. He'll get 1 out to the 6.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
Williams fires to the big fella. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Williams looking for a man. And the misconnection on third down.
Defense did a great job. Third and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
He only needs a sliver of daylight. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. The Wolfpack offense comes out ready to start this drive. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Oh, he makes the catch. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Back to pass. He makes the grab. Terrific job getting to him. There was nowhere to go.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. And that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He's going to take off. Turning it on. Quarterback slides, and that is a punch to the gut to any defense to let a quarterback get out and move the sticks there.
And he's really proven to this defense that he's just not a one-trick pony. He can beat you through the air, and now he can do this. Now he can take off and scramble, move the sticks, get us first down for his offense. This defense, they're starting to learn pretty quickly. This guy is a talented joker at quarterback.
Out of the crowd, and now he's got room.
And as an offense, having success on a run play like that early in the game just opens up all the possibilities of your playbook moving forward. Play action, running the ball, throwing the ball, screens, anything is at your disposal at this point.
They'll move the tight end. Right back to it. Got a little grass. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. NC State with a fresh set of downs thanks to that running game. To the air on first down. Caught. And he'll run out of bounds just short of the goal line. Wanted to get it in, but couldn't quite get home.
Well, that's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient. He fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
Draw play, quarterback keeps it. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. They want to throw it. The screen, he can go. He stopped short of the sticks. They're still in field goal range if they choose to kick it here. And they decide to trot out the kicker. And this will be a short one from about 21 yards out. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And with that, they've taken the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Coleman. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. Back to the ground with the running back. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. The Noles injecting some attitude, throwing the spear down and declaring they're going to run the football.
Run the football, be aggressive. This is the part of the offense that, remember, it was a long time Florida State offensive line play wasn't good enough. They got to get that physicality, that run game, if they want to be a great program again.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Williams. He's got him this time. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang. Feels as if the whole city of Raleigh is trying to help out the Pack on third down. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And this is the beauty of getting in these third down and manageable situations. It makes it so much easier for an offense. Now you can run your RPO game, and everybody has to respect that run. I read it. He reads it correctly, spits it out on the perimeter right now. Your guy does the rest of the work. Nice third down execution.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Throwing, Williams. Zings it complete to the right. He gets it out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46.
I'll tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it on that last play.
Unloads quickly. At the 40, there he goes. He's loose. Touchdown, Florida State. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
It's so nice to have that tight end that can be a chess piece. You can move him around, and then guess what? He can break tackles. He can make explosive plays. You've seen tight ends grow and get faster and bigger and stronger, and they throw it to him short, and look at the speed. He does the rest for the long touchdown catch.
Out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the...
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
What a great play by the defensive tackle. Look, sacks aren't just for very athletic, long defensive ends. These D tackles, man, they use their strength. They push linemen back in the pocket, collapse it, and come away with the sack.
NC State with a lot of ground to cover after losing yardage on the last play. Firing to the right, complete. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
And I like a good check down as much as anybody. Survey the field, don't make a mistake, check it down to your running back, let him do the rest. But there was two guys right next to him. So that was actually a little bit of a dangerous throw, but you could tell they were definitely locked in, and they were not going to let that running back catch that football and go anywhere after the catch.
Finds his big tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The Wolfpack will line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Slips through the line. There he goes. Open it up. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Looking for space. It's Coleman. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. Right back to the well. Picked up 4 yards on the play. It'll be 3rd and 6. Room to work with now as the ball's at the 28 and it's 3rd and long. Here's Williams to throw. Stepping to the right. And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on 3rd down. 4th down coming up. They'll play it safe and try for 3. This one will be a 45-yard attempt, and he'll kick it from the left side. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. Now up by 7 points here in the second.
Hey, listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. NC State heads out, gearing up to go on the attack. They'll go to work, trailing 17-10 and hoping to put together a productive drive. Motion from the wideout. Pulled it, finds his man on the left. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Offenses want to get the ball to their playmakers really fast, and they try to throw the wide receiver screen, but how about the defender? He was right there in his space, got him on the ground as soon as he caught it. He was ready for that play.
And that last one might have helped the completion percentage, but it didn't go forward. 2nd and 10 here. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
A little screen to the running back. Could not make his way to the corner. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. NC State to bring the punt team onto the field. Just needs a crack to get a return. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play call.
Yeah, no doubt. And I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Williams fires to the wideout. And the throw to the left sideline is incomplete.
All right, that's a good result for the defense. We knew coming into this year they wanted to really improve their pass defense and their secondary and coverage. Nice job there.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Williams will pass. Makes the grab. At the 35, he's open. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Throws to the wideout. Good route on the comeback, and he makes the catch. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on.
And as a quarterback, when you're facing man coverage, you've got to find your best one-on-one matchup. That receiver did a tremendous job. Quickness, changing direction, out of his break, able to create separation. There was no question the quarterback was going to target that receiver on that play.
On target.
And I love when my quarterback sees zoned and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
And the Noles with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Quick completion to the right. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk. And on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flat. Nice job.
Running inside. It's Coleman. Finding some room. He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9. Now the Wolfpack will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Seminoles are threatening on 1st and goal. Williams. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
And this offense shows right away on 1st down. They're willing to pass down here. Does this soften them up a little bit for the run here on 2nd down and goal?
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Williams looking for a man. Wide out trying to get it in. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. Timeout called by NC State. That's their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. The Wolfpack faithful screaming at the top of their lungs, desperate for a 3rd down stop. Looking for the end zone. And he surges across the line. Touchdown Seminoles.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They marched 79 yards on the drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come.
Oh, he's got some space. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. NC State quick to the line.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a 1st down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
And they're not on the same page there.
Man, the defense, they haven't had an answer for this guy. He has been lighting them up in the pass game early and often so far, and that time just not able to hook up with his quarterback.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to throw, time running short in the half. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Well, this guy came ready to play today, man. That is an unbelievable diving catch. He has been unstoppable today. Over 100 yards receiving already. Doesn't matter where he lines up. But if you're going to make catches like that, you're going to get a lot of throws coming your way. We've still got a lot of football to go, guys.
NC State with the 1st and 10 here. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. It's complete on the right side, and he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? We've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
He's got it on the move, and they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag. So that penalty is going to cost them the 1st down as they back up, and now it's 2nd down. And here on 2nd down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. Never a doubt. Now a 2-possession game at 24-13.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. North Carolina State will kick it off to open the 3rd quarter. And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Holly, what's the story as we start this 2nd half?
Checking in with the Seminoles head coach at the half. He's looking for his team to really make some noise here in the 3rd quarter. They know they're in playoff contention. They know that this is a big-time game to separate themselves, but they have got to have more intensity here to start the 3rd quarter.
Appreciate that, Holly. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Right back to him on the ground. There's some room. Inside the 40. He's inside the 40. The 20. All the way. Touchdown, Noles. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. Boy, did he just scorch that defense for that score.
He shows you all of it, Reese. He's got the speed, he's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. You just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. That drive took no time at all. A couple of plays and finished it with the long run for the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Let's go to the sideline in Holly Rowe.
Here on the NC State sideline, this defense has been the star of the show today. The offense has had their back against the wall, and now is the moment they've got to come alive. They are trailing in this game, and I can see them talking to each other before they take the field for this drive. Now is their moment. They feel it, and they're trying to get each other hyped up and ready to go for this possession. Back to you.
All right, Holly.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the 3rd quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating...
Breaks away on the left. The 30. 20. Touchdown, North Carolina State! This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
On the move from inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Florida State comes out ready to put something together on this drive. And after that last score, this is just a 2-possession game now, and they'll be looking to find some cushion on this drive. The run from the shotgun. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Throwing, Williams. Get it out to the supersonic guy. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
A great job by the defense, seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
Chance to build a little momentum here by converting this 3rd down from deep in your own territory. Williams will pass. Trying to set up the screen. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. At the 30. He's at the 20. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Florida State. Give him 3 touchdowns in this game, and now up to 8 on the season.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him, and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Wolfpack offense comes out ready to start this drive. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They've clearly found that dude. They score here, we're in for a ball game.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Under fire. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
Yeah, there's nothing better than being a defensive lineman and a defense period that pressure the quarterback, that gets hits on him, that make him feel uncomfortable, especially when you come into their building and you get everybody really, really quiet. That's a great feeling.
Breaks the tackle. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Looks as if NC State will have to punt it away. Hauls it in at the 25. Wide open, and it's a foot race. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. This offense has it with really good field position. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Here's Williams to throw. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. He wants to change this route. Williams from the gun on third down. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're fourth and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Williams to throw for it on fourth. He's open on the right. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down, and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. The Seminoles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. That is the senior offensive lineman who's shaken up. Holly Rowe will check on his condition. After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. Williams. They go to the wide receiver screen. Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, Florida State. And the stomping has commenced. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle.
Kick returners just have to do a better job knowing where they are on the field and what the situation is. That's a ball you got to let go through the end zone. That's a touchback. Instead, you're trying to be the hero, and now you've done yourself more harm than good. The offense starting in terrible field position.
This offense is stuck way back in its own end of the field. Gonna run it. It's Scott. There he goes. Picks up the first down. That's the way to get it out of your own end. Takes it all the way up to the 25 before going out of bounds.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. The Wolfpack put themselves in a hole here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Pressure coming. Took a shot as he threw. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
And the defense at this point understands that the offense is going to have to try to throw the football, all right? They already got a lead, so they're now pinning their ears back and getting after this guy, trying to get him to the ground.
When you've already sent your punter out 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. Unloads to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down. The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Not a lot of room to field this one. He's got great speed. And there he goes. Touchdown Seminoles. Special teams coming through, the 3rd aspect of the game, delivering big time.
And that is one of the biggest plays of that young man's football life. The true freshman taking the punt to the house. If I'm the head coach and I watch that, I'm now trying to find ways to get this guy on the field offensively because he's got some special ability.
And he tacks on the extra point. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
And after the loss on that last one, an all-important second down play from the 12. Looking to fire. Got his man on the right. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. Wide receiver comes in motion. Give him 9 on that one, sets up a 2nd and 1.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Tight end now in motion. Might be changing the route. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
They're going to test the right side with this one. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense?
Might have a chance. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
I'll say, watching this offense this year, one of the things you have to be really happy about is their ability to move the sticks. This is one of the top 25 offenses in the country in getting 1st downs. That running back is one of the biggest reasons. He is a weapon.
Right back to the well. Worked it down to the 22-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Knocked down for the tackle. Play is halted momentarily as the training staff is out to check on an injured member of the Wolfpack. That is the senior linebacker who's been shaken up. Holly Rowe will give us an update on his condition. 3rd and short from the 22. Is the field goal unit getting ready, or is this already 4-down territory? Breaks into the open. Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8. And the Seminoles trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll send the tight end in motion. Back to throw, it's Marshall. Quick strike complete. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. They'll try to slam it in. Could not find a hole. This defense clogging up everything. It's 3rd and goal.
All right? This offense just keeps trying to pound the ball into the end zone down tight, but the defense, they're very, very physical. So I think you got to think about either a perimeter run, a potential run-pass option, or let your quarterback try to go make a play throwing.
They want to fight this one in a phone booth. 3 tight ends on the field on 3rd and goal. He cannot get it in, a mere inches away from pay dirt. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. Absolutely perfect. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind.
And I'll be honest, I don't love the call. On 4th and that short, I want to go for it. But you trust your kicker, he does his job, and he puts 3 on the board.
And he's going to try to return this one. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Using his legs, it's Scott. Defense makes a stand as the clock runs down to 0. Just watching the clock run out on this one, and we can turn our attention to what's in store for next week here in the midpoint of the season. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. They'll try it over the left side. Maybe a crease. Smashes ahead. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a 1st down.
And I tell you what, we can focus on the left side of the line of scrimmage because that's where the play starts. But you don't get big gains when you run out wide unless wide receivers, yes, wide receivers, commit to blocking, staying on their guys. Really good job on the outside by giving the running back space to make the big play.
Here comes the heat. Got his man. First catch of the season for this highly touted wide receiver. And, man, their fans have been hungry to see that. The Wolfpack with a 1st and 10 here. The give from the gun. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. You got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big
rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Now 3rd and long and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Wide receiver going in motion. Shakes off the defender. Snags it, and there's running room. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. The Wolfpack now operating in the red zone. The hand to the running back. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run.
That's just a really nice job by the running back, making the first guy miss and going to get positive yards. This guy's got some wiggle, and you saw it on that play.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They'll try to get the 1st through the air. Finds his man down the middle. Touchdown, Wolfpack! Put 6 on the board. Once the game reaches this point, you start thinking ahead and how you can find something positive to take into the next game.
Dang right. Keep the offense rolling. Try to find some plays that I can use throughout this season that I can have some more success, or I guess have success. I haven't had a lot of success today, but I'm looking for the future.
Number 92, set to kick off.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Seminoles offense comes out ready to get this drive started. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Palmer. They've done what they wanted in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Keep it on the ground. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And the Seminoles will bring the punt team onto the field. Signals for the fair catch and hauls it in just shy of the 30. NC State heads out, gearing up to go on the attack. When the defense got the stop, they could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Defense in press coverage. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. He lost one down the sideline. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. The Wolfpack with lots of ground to cover on 3rd down. He's looking to throw. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Oh, he wants it all. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. And that decision will be questioned for a while.
I think that play right there has been a big theme in this game. When it matters the most, on big-time down and distances, this defense has been able to step up and make the play when they need it most. That 4th down, great job in the back end in coverage, forcing the incompletion with a big lead now, creating a turnover on downs.
Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. Training staff checking out this junior defensive tackle. We hope this is not serious, and he gets back in the fray shortly. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Dropping back, it's Marshall. It's complete to the right. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. The game is well in hand. You just hope this injury is not serious. If time permits, Holly will get us up to date. 3rd play of the drive, and they need to make something happen here on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Finds his big tight end. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. And here comes the field goal unit. This kicker has already made a couple today. And this one will be a 40-yard try from the left hash. It's good. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They were really aggressive aggressive, going for it in their own end last time. It put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession, they went for it. They rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Just feeds the running back. And they swarm him under.
And what a great job by the defense here. First down, second down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both. And that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up 3rd and long situations. And now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45.
Well, look, I know this guy is not the biggest running back in college football, but boy, is he dangerous, right? He's so shifty. He's hard to bring down. It's a good idea to get him going in the passing game. Put him out in space. Let's see what he can do.
Going to the running game. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back to pass. They're working that left side. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. 3rd and 6 yards to go. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Gets it to him on the screen. Hard running there. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. Plays like that, but just a second of hesitation in the defense to make sure, and they're able to take advantage here.
And they use the great timing with this call, right? Like, you can't call this play all the time, but you want to catch them when they're a little bit aggressive, not thinking about it. Nice job slipping the screen behind them, making the easy catch, and then getting downfield, picking up some extra yards.
Looking to throw on 1st down. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Looking to throw again. Punts it out of the air. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. A 3rd down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. To the ground to try to move the chains. That'll be enough for a 1st down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
Money down, man. That's what coaches talk about. One of the first things they look at on the stat sheet is how did we do on 3rd down executing, and how about this offense on this drive? 3 3rd down conversions. That's how you sustain drives. That's how you become a great offense.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Man, I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again. Get it to the running back. Try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
They get the win. They are now bowl eligible, but when you have a 0 in the loss column, there are much bigger fish to fry.
I think a lot of people thought they'd be 6-0 at this point, too. So we know they're going to a bowl game. Great. But, David, they've got their eyes set on the college football playoff and a national championship. They have that kind of talent. They're not surprised they're